Let's go over here, back to new chat, and go to, this is the plus button. And I'm not sure why, but a lot of people are really intimidated by the things under this. They're advanced tools, and they really are not. So let's go through them. First, this is how you add photos or files. Now, you might want to add a file, for example, if you wanted it to review a document for you, or to spell check a document for you, or to do a myriad of other things that this program is capable of, not just basic things, but just, for example, those basic things. That is where you would upload your file from. The other option is photos. You saw earlier some of the things that I had done with my own photo to practice showing someone how to use ChatGPT to do one of the viral photo things. I uploaded from here. Now, when you go to upload from here, it's going to just be your local files, unless you have your something else. If you have a network or your phone linked to your computer, it is just going to take you to your local files. It's not going to add somebody else's files, and your files are not going to be given to anyone else. It is perfectly private. This next is to take a screenshot. That is nice if you are in a hurry. If you just want you want to be able to save it in a photo format for some reason. It's just a fast way to save your information. Take a photo obviously only works if you are with something that is connected to a camera. So your phone or your laptop or at your computer if it has a web camera. Next, and again, you would use it probably most likely if you were just trying to get chat to alter a photo for you. Down here is create an image. That is the same thing as this that says images over here. And why they call it two different things, I do not know. I just think they want to confuse people, but they are the same exact thing. They will take you to the same place. Now, thinking underneath that is when you want chat to give you a more in-depth answer. So generally speaking, when you ask it something, it's going to give you a paragraph or two answer. It will give you a general overview, in other words. If you want more information, you're going to click on thinking, and it's going to take its time to get you a little more data. It's not the same as deep research, which is the next one. And you're going to see you can see I've hovered over deep research, and over here it says 5 left, more available on. It's based upon when you use them, when you get more, but it is because it takes so much of their hardware networking time and bandwidth. They limit the number that you can use because ChatGPT is the world's most popular AI. It was, I think, the very first one that was offered to the general public. And since it is also free, that is the other reason that it's so popular, because they give you so many tools on the free version, far more than most AIs do. It is just really popular. So they limit how many of these deep research projects that you can do, just simply because they don't have enough bandwidth to make it work for the whole world. The next one is shopping research. You may have heard me talk on another video about how I purchased my car using shopping research. I used it from this, and I used Copilot as well. And I asked it, I started with a very broad question, telling it, here's my budget and here's the features, and give me a list of cars, either new or used, that offer these things and have a certain safety rating, etc. And then slowly I narrowed that down, basically asking it additional questions, and sometimes telling it, what should I know about these cars? Which one of these cars should be eliminated based upon things you know? So I was able to go all the way down to 3 cars, and then I asked it what was available in my area, and that took it down to 2 cars. And then I asked it some additional questions, and we took it down to the final car. And I knew what lot I was going to buy it from, and I walked in the door not only knowing all that information and knowing all about the car, but I also knew how much I should expect to pay in my area. And as a result, I was able to negotiate a little, not just a little bit, quite a bit below that amount. And AI can give you scripts, even if you're nervous about that sort of thing, scripts about what you should plan to say. So it's a great little program, but don't think you can only use it for big things. For example, let's say you tell it, we're a family of 4 and we want to buy an air fryer, and please look at features and warranties and under this price, and please tell me the top 3 in my area that I can purchase in person that I should be considering. And then it will give you a report about those things, making it suggestions. So it can be used for just about anything in terms of purchase it, which saves you a little time if you don't want to just be bumbling around Amazon looking for reviews and reading crazy things people say. Okay, so that's that. Now the bottom one is more. More is more. And it's going to take you here. Number 1 is web search. So I think I told you, but just going back, if I haven't told you, this AI is a conversation-based AI. It learns the more you talk to it. So it has its own massive database put together from things that were given to it by the creators, like documents and books and websites. And it has learned and learned and learned. So it's got a tremendous resource of data. But it will not go search the web unless you tell it to. It's only going to give you its answer via the information it already has. So if you want something that is very new, or something that's currently in the news and you want answers about it, or if you want to know the hours of a business and you're afraid it might have changed, so this is the kind of thing that you're going to ask it to search on the web. I don't believe it's solely on the web, the answers that you're going to get back, but it's going to go there first. Study and learn is for when you want this AI to teach you something, in essence. So it will go in and, instead of the 2-paragraph general overview answer, it will give you a much more in-depth answer. So you're only going to use this if it's something that you want to learn about, and you want to learn about it on a microscopic level. It's going to give you a lot of information. I have used this more than once, and I've found it fascinating. If you are somebody who likes to learn, you're going to really enjoy this. But it is something that will, you can ask it to break it down further, and it's really cool, the kind of information that we'll give you. So if you like to learn, or if there's something that you have to learn, this is a good place to start. Canva, the next one down, Canvas is a feature that, as far as I know, is unique. And I'm sure somebody's going to tell me it's not, but as far as I'm aware, it's unique in that when you go into this, it will allow you to edit your documents on the fly. So here's what I mean by that. Normally, if I'm working with any AI and I say, here's this document I've uploaded, please, spell check it for me, for example. I don't know why you would use AI to spell check for you, but just in case, let's say you did. And it gave you the document back. Here's the fixed document. You then have to copy and paste that into a Word document or a Google document, or however you save your text. And then you would come back and you would upload that again, and then you would ask your next question. With this, the document is editable as you are working on it. So it's going to make edits, and it's going to allow you to make edits, and your conversation is going to happen with the AI in that framework. So that's a completely different thing than what you normally would do. However, you're really only going to want to use it if you're doing a big project. For example, if you have written a script or a manuscript, and it's just a tremendous amount of text, and or it is a multi-document project. That is when Canva really makes a difference for you. I would not use it just everyday document things. It's a little too gainly for that. But if you are doing something big, it can be a big help. The next one is your year with ChatGPT. That's just hey, aren't we great thing from ChatGPT that allows you to see what you've done in the last year. And if you've been using it for a while, that can be kind of interesting. But it's not exactly a useful thing. And then here, Explore Apps is the same thing as Apps up here. Yet again, they've named it something different, but it's going to take you the same exact place. Okay, so that is everything under the plus button. The up here where it says ChatGPT, if you click down that, that is just going to give you the opportunity to upgrade, give them some of your money. To the left of that is a thing that says close sidebar, and it does exactly that. It will close your little sidebar where your chats are and all of that. And you simply go back over here, and where that ChatGPT logo used to be is now open sidebar. That's all that is. Down at the bottom, you can click on your name, and it's going to give you this is your personal information with your account. Another opportunity to upgrade. Personalization, settings, help, etc. It always makes me laugh when they have help on an AI, because you can literally ask the AI itself the question and it will answer you.